Hey everybody, it's Scott the Treasure Coast Picker and coming to you tonight with a video about an item that I purchased at an estate sale. And do you ever sometimes buy something that you wish you hadn't bought and you get it home and go, oh no, this is going to be a dud. And I wanted to show you this particular item because it wasn't a home run, but it did wind up selling and it had an interesting story with it. So what I want to try and do is play a video of myself and my wife going through the estate sale, and then from there we will show you what happened with the item that we purchased. So let's see. Here we go. We'll play the video. It's about 1 minute and 10 seconds long. That's my wife in front of me.
First day of the sale, that's why.
It's kind of disappointing.
Oh, she said that?
Like so much of anything.
She said that. John.
Yeah.
The sale did have a lot of junk.
Look at that. Had a especially good time in Florida. Watch your head. I see Christmas stuff. I see Christmas stuff. Oh, film editor. Ah. Feeling the love, though. Feeling the love.
Here's where I stopped it because these looked interesting.
I gotta look that up.
Okay, so you can see what happened there was that I found these records, and they were not musical records, they were homework records for dictation. And they were there was a hardcover book, and there was a stack of records, and a record case. And so I looked them up, and I found some individual records that had a few dollars on them, nothing great. And I decided to take a chance. I went upstairs, and it was the first day of the sale, so they weren't making deals. I asked them how much they wanted for the records, and they said $10. So I bid. I took it for $10. I went home and I listed them, and I listed the records here for. We can get this here. We can get this going. Listed for $34.95. And you can see here, I took a nice picture of the records. And what I did, what I found out when I got home was that a lot of the record jackets had been chewed by mice. And what you see here is not too bad because I hid the bad ones underneath. But when I saw that, I figured, oh, these are going to be worthless because no one's going to want this mouse chew on it. So I went ahead and I listed them anyway, and I did my best to hide the records, the bad parts. But you can see here in the picture that you can see a little bit of mouse chew on the edge of some of these records, and some of them were really, really bad. What you're seeing here isn't too bad, but a lot of them are just really shredded. And then here's the hardcover book called The Corporate Giants Dictate. And what this is that you took these home and for shorthand, you played them on your record player, and then you had to just take down the shorthand and show your teacher how you translated the message. And the book had each of the letters read were letters from corporate giants. They were like heads of Dow Chemical and General Electric and General Motors and a whole bunch of other things. And all the letters are in the book, and they correspond to the records. And so I thought, well, I'll take a shot. So anyway, I put it up for $34.95. Here's one of the records close up. And there's the book. And the book actually gave you the list of records. And you can see it was originally a $65 set for 40 records, 45 RPM records. And then here it is some of the letters that are in the book. See, Beatrice Foods, Adjutant Topeka Santa Fe, Howard Johnson, Sherwin-Williams. So I listed them and figured this is going nowhere. So then I get this letter. Hi, I'm a shorthand record collector from Australia, interested in paying the full price, whatever international postage costs would be incurred for the vintage homework dictation records you have for sale. And would you please consider selling the item to me? Please get back to me with the postage cost so I can pay the item straight away. And what happened then is I did the research for the postage, and the postage got to be astronomical because this thing weighed about 6 pounds. When you put the book and the records in the record case in a package, it weighed about 6 pounds. So I wrote the guy back. I said, look, you're going in here for over $100 for postage, and you're only paying $35 for the records. And he was like, doesn't matter. So what happened next was that I wrote and I said, the records are badly mouse chewed. So what he writes back and says, thank you for the prompt reply. Sleeve condition doesn't matter at all. If you have seen the condition of some of the records I've collected over the years, you would think they have been buried in the backyard for storage. 99.99% of the time, I can clean them up and easily record them without a problem. What a shame that there are 2 records missing from the set, according to the book in the photo. So what happened next was I worked out the deal, and he paid me right away, even though he was in Australia. We were corresponding back on eBay messaging, and he paid right away, and he wound up paying $121.39 total for these records to be sent to Australia. I paid $10, and my sold them for $35. So I didn't make a whole lot of money, but it turns nothing into something. Because when I saw the mouse chew on those records, I thought, you know, who's going to want these things? And he wrote back this great feedback. He says, "Good day from Australia. It's arrived. Ooh, some mouse had a grand feed on the sleeves. I'm still laughing, but when he hit the vinyl, he stopped chewing. You have no idea how rare that is. Normally, they're quite destructive and break bits off the edges. There are 3 records missing and 1 duplicated, but apart from the side 1, track 1, and disc 1, which may be a problem, they will scrub up like brand new. Thank you so much for selling this to me. You have no idea how appreciative I am being a collector. Cheers." And then he says, P.S. postage was $129.06 when I purchased it, and today it was quoted at $141.97. Talk about good timing. Have a great day. So I just wanted to share that with you, that sometimes you can turn the proverbial lemons into lemonade. And I honestly didn't see all that mouse chew when I bought the records. I was just thought, this is interesting. So sometimes you buy something unusual, and when you think about who collects dictation records, it's a really, really odd hobby. But here's this guy, and he was thrilled to get this all the way to Australia. And that's another thing you should consider, is always do international shipping. I didn't put it in the original listing for this because I just figured that it was going to be too expensive to send overseas because of the weight. But here's a guy who desperately wanted these things. So that's my video tonight. I just wanted to share a little story with you. And if you see something oddball out there, don't be afraid to take a chance on it. Hopefully you won't have to pay $10 for it, but you could turn it into a nice profit. So anyway, that's it for tonight. Hope you like what you saw. Like, comment, and subscribe below, and we will see you at the next video. Thank you.